The definition of wellness is a spectrum. An individual becomes aware of and makes sound choices toward the quest of physical, emotional, spiritual, social, and rational wholeness through an intricate process. Here are additional views on the spectrum of what is physical health: cognizance of the body's real identity, depth of feelings, stress patterns, reactions, balance and harmony. Honoring your body's own singularity and diverseness. Engaging in patterns that move you toward a higher level of wellness. Bettered cardiovascular, flexibility, strength capacity. Bettered knowledge about functional nutrition. Wellness is an interactive procedure of becoming cognizant of and exercising sound choices to produce a more successful and equilibrated lifestyle. Physical health isn't acquired overnight, it's cultivated over time. You must value and appreciate the relationship between good nutrition and the performance of the body. Physical health is a choice. Yours. I personally trust that each person has the working capacity and duty to take the needed steps of bettering their physical wellness. Our body's physical health involves understanding that eating well, physical exertion, and healthy lifestyle selections are crucial, that arriving at healthy lifestyle choices now will bear upon how you feel tomorrow, how long you live, and maybe more significantly the quality of your life. What would you believe to be your most treasured possession? Your house? Auto? Antique collection? What about your body? It's certainly your most treasured possession, as without it, you would not be here. How well do you treat your body? Do you work out daily, eat healthy foods, consume adequate water, and get enough rest? Don't fret, I'm not going to turn this into a big soapbox speech, as I've been just as guilty of not providing my body the care and tending it merits. The bulk of us are. We live in a time of elevated tension, quick pace, and abundant fast foods. For those of us who simply need to walk a couple of steps from our desk to the kitchen, the enticement for snacking is even larger. Who has time to work out and fix balanced meals? All the same, it's crucial to understand that disregarding our physical welfare may deeply affect us mentally and spiritually. The mind-body-spirit emotions association is strong. If we disregard one area, the others will suffer likewise. The goal ought to be to accomplish a nice, even balance between all four. I'm learning that it's not as difficult as it seems. It simply takes a bit of effort. My greatest error over the past numerous years was trusting that suitable care of my body would take a monolithic amount of time. I'm too engaged to work out. I don't have time to fix proper meals, I'll just pick up something fast. I've too much to do, so I can't catch a full night's rest. But by dodging my physical welfare, I discovered myself unable to be as productive and effective in other areas. I had little vitality, I couldn't center, and normally felt rotten day in and day out. Treating our bodies doesn't have to take much time. In fact, by centering more care on my physical health of late, I'd venture to say that I'm acquiring time, as my focus and vitality level are so much fuller, and I get a lot more done during the day. I likewise rest better at night, a different bonus. You may be inquiring just how much time and work is called for? Here are the things I've been executing for myself of late. Workout, for me that was the greatest obstruction, as I tend to get lazy. When I sit down at my desk, I'm pasted to it all day. If I don't work out first thing in the day, I'll continue putting it off. So I began doing my exercise right away after I wake. I spend approximately 30 minutes, hour on aerobic exercise, and some light weight routines. I had to force myself initially, but now that I'm getting in the habit, I'm feeling stronger and even beginning to look forward to my exercises each morning. If you tend to stall about exercise as I did, attempt making it your first precedence when you wake, and then you've the rest of the day to accomplish whatever else requires doing. Nutrients, I've always been a fast food addict. It wasn't that I favored that sort of food, as it simply appeared handier. But I ultimately recognized that raw veggies and fruit might be fast foods likewise. I also started wiping out sugar for the most part, and alternated to whole grains rather than white, highly refined foods. I attempt to eat more whole foods, as who requires all those chemicals they place in processed foods? Rather than snacking on some chips, why not eat some nuts, seeds, fruit or veggies? They don't take any longer to fix. H2O. I likewise started drinking more glasses of water throughout the day, and instantly started to feel better. Did you recognize that the most usual symptoms of dehydration are weariness, sluggishness, muscle weakness, headaches, lightheadedness and forgetfulness? That certainly described me, and it's no wonder, as I was drinking largely coffee and soda. Upping my H2O intake made a big difference in my energy state and mental centering. You don't have to consume gallons of water, just a couple of tall glasses a day ought to be an improvement. Sleep. I'm among those individuals who truly require a full 8 hours of sleep nightly or I get crabby. A few individuals may make out unless you might believe that getting less sleep will enable you to get more done, but consider it, if you don't get adequate rest, you'll be dragging yourself through the day and have to focus harder on your work, as your mind simply would like to rest. But if you commit a full 8 hours, or however much you personally require, to sleep, you'll feel much more industrious and centered during the day, and be able to achieve even as much, if not more. It's truly just an issue of producing new, fitter habits to substitute the old habits. Sure, exercise does take up some time, but once again, it may make such a big difference in your energy level. Establish time. We need to make an attempt to treasure our beautiful bodies, as we only get one. They genuinely are our most treasured possession, and if we don't cherish them, who else will?